Here we grow again. Here we grow again.
That was icy.
Here we grow
That was icy.
again.
Man. Especially what do we call that? Like that's just like the VSN sound, like the theme sound.
Yeah, that boom, boom, boom.
It's like
Yeah.
a splash. Hit me with that one more
Yes.
time. Let's,
Oh, do we? I don't know. That's pretty funky, right? Yeah. But yo, welcome. I see you outside in nature today, man. It's not that hot where you're at. I mean, we went through some triple digits up there. We finally cooled off. I think it was a hurricane that was down in San Diego that cooled us off. So shout out to the hurricane. We usually don't get them on this coast. They're usually in Florida tearing up shit, But I think we've nature did as well, Yeah.
I mean, it's the balance of things. But who we got today? Because you're
man,
really
let's get into it. I'm really excited about this. I think we walked this up Thursday. My man from Chicago. I'm born and raised in Chicago, but there are some sort of pinpoints of my life that kind of changed the course. And within this course, he was at the pivotal point of me like graduating and getting into the activities of hip hop in the city of Chicago. I met my man a while ago, and I told him that I DJ'd. Him and another one of our brothers, Mark, came over to the crib and they saw my setup in my mom's basement, and they were like, "Yo, you pretty nice, dude.
Okay.
Why don't you start coming to some of these parties, because we really doing hip hop?" And they stayed in the city. I was on the outskirts of Chicago, and I came over and I was like, "Yo, these guys are really doing hip hop." And they introduced me to like groups like I just hip hop groups. You had the commercial things, but they were doing hip hop. They were playing real hip hop. And then I saw this dude with a beat machine, a box. I was like, yo, like, come on, man. What are you doing? So anyway, I'm going to enter the story, but I want to introduce my man, my mentor. He don't even know that, Mike Redenz.
Yo, what's happening?
Mike, we got our
very kind words. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Nah, man, you know what it is, man. I told you I love you. Yo, you know it's a real friendship, man. When you get off the phone, be like, "Yo, I love you, bro. Love you, bro." Like that's what we do.
Yeah,
like we've been doing that for a very long time, and like, "Yo, love you, bro." Like straight eye contact. Love you.
You know what I'm saying? We go way back. I don't even know if you want me to tell people how long we've known each other, because you might not, let people know what your real age is. You might still be telling people you're 27, and
Hey, we are 27 in our acts, bro. Like that's what we do. Trey is like really 27, but we're like,
hey, I'm 28.
No, man, but I mean the youth of the music, man, it keeps you going, man, and I was excited to still know, because we took our time and everything like that. We grew up, and the fact that you're still producing and making beats, man, like I never asked this, what got you into making beats? Because that's what you did.
Yeah, I mean, much like you were saying, just kind of being around other people. Like me and Mark were kind of some younger heads hanging out with some older heads, some a few years older, some like, have 5, 6, 7 years on us, who've been doing stuff for a minute. So, people, Marco, Chris Robinson, who's no longer with us, rest in peace. He was a big part of me, being interested in making beats, Tony Baines, like that whole crew, man. Like it was, those guys were already doing some cool shit, and I was like, I want to do some cool shit, so
feel that.
Hip hop's one of those things I feel like, you don't have to necessarily participate in the culture, but it's important for me to, like I didn't just want to be a fan of hip hop. I wanted to contribute. you know. So,
Word.
you know, tried rapping, you know, wasn't the greatest, you know. So
It
just
was
kind of
nice. He just endured a lot. It was nice.
it was for fun, you know. Back then it was fun. It was like, you know, teenage years, like, you know, you love it, but you want to contribute something to the culture, and so that's kind of, you know, I just pivoted from, you know, trying to write some rhymes to, you know, getting some equipment, and you know, it hasn't stopped, you know.
Word. So another question before we get into these lovely chops that you sent over, these samples of the track. I'm gonna play the track out, and then we'll go into the sample of the track. But what was your first beat machine? Was it the MPC, or was it something like whacker than the MPC, and then you like graduated?
No, the first machine I had was the MPC 2000.
You started off with the golden shit. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so it's hard to go anywhere else, you know, after starting with the MPC, and you know, it's not like I haven't messed around with other equipment in my life, but as far as what I own and what I create on, it's always been MPCs, and gone through a handful of them. You know, I beat the hell out of them. So this one I'm trying to not beat the hell out of, because it's precious. You know, the X is, you know, MPC like is on another level now. So I'm try not to, you know, batter it too hard.
Because I remember some like pads going out on your older one. I was like, oh man, he's just like working around.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You forget you don't have to like hit the pads hard. You know, it's like, hey, you know,
yeah,
you just give it a little tap and it's gonna wreck it. You know, sometimes when you're in the groove, you just start hitting the pads. And,
man.
So, yeah.
Cool, man. So let's get into it, man. We're like 9 minutes into the hour, 10 minutes into the hour. So let's see what you sent over, man. Let's see what's in the bag. I did a little bit of listening. I didn't go through the samples because I wanted the surprise and everything.
Right.
But yeah, let's see what's in the bag, man. You always
just sent you a couple starts. You know, I was kind of like, you know, wasn't really sure how this was gonna go, so I just gave you a couple. Hey. You know, I didn't put too much work in any of these, you know, these couple tracks I sent. It's just kind of, you know,
perfect. That's what we need.
Yeah. And that's how we go into the show anyway, man. We don't know what the hell's gonna happen. We just show up, you know, get some sounds and start to hook them up, and you know, be like, damn, at the end, like, word, that's what came out. Yeah. So let's go into see what we have up. Formula. So you sent me like a full kind of beat track, and then you sent me the sample. So this is a full beat track. Let's play that.
Okay.
I feel like Ghostface right now.
It's like Jurassic Park type.
Man, this takes me back, man. Tub T, Prawn Production show, hyped. Few beers before we went on.
Yeah, we used to have the live shows, man. Those were some fun times.
What was the name of the joint that was like the single? It was crazy. What was the name of that joint? Dez would like every time that song came on, he would have his feet on a monitor, just like,
oh, Backlash.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Woo! Yeah. Ooh, Mike, you gotta send me that.
Yeah, it had the horn.
Yo,
That was a hard one.
you ever heard something that your goosebumps got goosebumps? My goosebumps had goosebumps, and I was a part of the show. I was like, yo, this shit is phenomenal. Oh, let me get back to it. Yo, this shit is so dope. It's like hyping up your own shit,
Yeah.
and you just so happen to be a part of. I was like, yo, man, thank God I'm here and on stage with this sound right here. Wow.
You actually supplied the record for that beat. I remember you bring it when I stayed over in
I know.
Milwaukee, and you came
This
over.
is Mike.
That record was actually the samples were from the theme song to Beretta. Like, if anyone remembers the old TV show Beretta. I don't remember if it was the exact theme or a variation of it, but I think that's where all that sounds came from. One of those beats that, you know, came together in like 15 minutes. You know?
This is
wow.
Mike. I was already a fan then. I'm going through the samples now, but I was already a fan then. But I think I just came from secondhand tunes on the north side. Just went digging. And I came through the crib with a handful of records.
It was part of like a funk compilation or something like that. You know, it wasn't even like a straight up. It was just like one song on a compilation record. It was dope.
You threw that shit on. I remember the day. You was in that broke chair. It's like his chair that like only Mike could sit in. If you sat in it, you would fall over. The chair was broken. So you sat down on that chair, did what you normally do, took the wax, had the cleaner, cleaned that shit, threw it on. Listen. Went right to that sample and then started working. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Just mad things happen, man. And then
I just need the record for everybody who's watching. You know, like, I've done this show with Journey probably like 50 times now, plus. And I don't think I've seen him this excited ever. Ever. So, Mike.
There's a lot of history.
You got him gassed.
Dude. Mike, you guys.
Man. I feel the energy. I feel it. I feel the love.
Mike created a monster, man. It was. I wasn't like this before I met this dude. Like, I was like, yeah, hip hop.
That's not really true, though. I mean, you know, he was doing his. Just, you know, we all inspired each other. You know, it wasn't like, you know, we all got something out of being around each other. You know, everyone brought something to the table, and you know, it helped all of us grow. You know, we were all grown. We were all young men. You know.
Yeah.
Mike, you changed my life, man. Let's keep it at that, man. Let's keep it at that, man. Because a lot wouldn't have happened. LA wouldn't. We'll go into that, man. But Mike, you changed shit, man. Like, I still do music the way that you found me because of our encounter and what you've done. So, yeah
man. I'm honored to be a part of your journey.
Oh, man.
So
let's.
I sent you a ton of samples.
Yes. So I see
I did
how
not
you
use all these samples in the track, but these are all things I kind of cut up. And so if you want to, you know, remix anything, I do have everything tuned to the same tuning. Like, this is not like the original tuning of the samples. This is what I tuned to make that start of a track. So
okay.
You don't have to change the tuning on anything if you want to have fun with any of this stuff and chop something up and do whatever, man.
Let's keep it 100, man. I mean, I see how you did it. Even towards the end, you got the drums, how you actually laid them out, which is fucking genius and brilliant. You usually get them in like stems.
Well, this is not like in any kind of like synchronized time. Like, there's just kind of, I just put like, I was just hitting buttons, or, you know, and recording it to send you like just a package of samples. Okay. So it wasn't like a file from the MPC or Pro Tools or anything where I'm like, here's everything like kind of It's just more of like, so it's not going to be like I said, it's not going to be timed up right now. It's just
Okay.
they're just sounds out there in the wild. But you know, sometimes what I do, like I'll have these original cuts for my samples. I'll start like, you know, maybe like I'll have the start of a sample on the one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then if I like it and then there's a snare that comes on the two, I'll go back and resample my samples and cut the drum off and then just use the snare. So like I'll chop within my chops if I feel like I need to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So
Okay.
don't feel like you got to start any of the samples where I have them starting. If you want to start them in different places, whatever makes you feel good, man. You know, doesn't matter to me.
Oh, Trey, you ready to do what we do?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. Let's get
do what
into
we
it.
do. All right, so let's start from the top. I think I'm gonna have to make some copies of this. So let's duplicate this across. So we're gonna try to use as much as possible. The BPM was 83 on this.
Let me see here. It was 84.01. I don't know if you messed with the point O's or whatever, you know, after the decimal, but
Okay.
if you did 84, you're going to be pretty good because it's 84.01.
Okay. I think Serato kind of rounds it off.
Yeah.
So I think they round it off, but we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna have some sample drum chops right there, but then I'm also gonna I included like some drums from like kits that I use, so you'll get like a bass kick or something other than, you know. I'm always layering drums. That's like one of my things, you know. It's I don't know.
That's one thing that I loved about your production, man. It just wasn't
it sounds
one thing that happened. It's like a bunch of things.
You know, to me, that's what sampling always was, man. It's, you know, when you grow up listening to stuff like, you know, like the Beastie Boys, you know, like you were doing with the samples, you know, and like the Dust Brothers and stuff, you know, it's just like, man, how many samples can we put on one track? You know, I'm not saying I do that necessarily, but, you know, it's like, why not? You know, to me, that's part of what hip hop is, like putting a collage together of different sounds from different songs, man.
Collage. Trey, remember that word, the collage. Just hiding shit behind shit, you know. And then you can go and have conversations about it, like, yeah, that snare came from, you know, Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know,
right.
It's the last snare that came on track 8, 28 seconds in, that open hat. It's just like, yo, man, that nerd shit. See what happens, man. I'm all nervous. We nervous.
It's cool to see how you do it too, man. It's fun for, you know, like other ways to, you know, arrange something.
Yeah. Okay. Need a shot of Jack, bro. Like, fucker's nervous.
Hey, man, I'll do a shot with you. I know it's a little early out there, but it's afternoon for me.
That is fair. Ooh. Put a little bit of delay on it.
Let's see.
A little bit. So now it kind of sustains a bit longer.
What's that? Sorry?
No, I was just saying it. Now it sustains a little bit longer. Oh, you taking those kicks out?
Yeah, let me because he's using a different drum pattern.
I mean, remix the shit, man. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Get it, bro.
The drums I put on the stuff too were just basic. Just because I didn't know if you were gonna layer on top of my stuff or whatever.
That's
I love
what's
the drums kind of basic.
about to happen because we're gonna. I swing him a little bit.
Some of these guitars, I put like a little filter on them, but feel free to, fuck with the effects on them or whatever more.
Me.
Like you were saying, man, I like some stuff kind of hidden sometimes. Like I like those. Like, let's really listen, and you might not even hear like the little guitar real quietly underneath.
Yeah.
I'm also a big fan of doubling up sounds and like filter one version out to create more like a bass line. Like these a lot. When I have the melody that I want to kind of have a bass line go to, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to recreate this bass line, but I'll just take that melody, filter it out, and it kind of becomes a low end, in the track that goes along with the melody. I don't know, kind of makes samples will sound a little fuller too. So
yeah,
I don't know if you fuck around and do that.
Yeah, I'm kind of remembering the MP, and the MP like merges things a little bit better than the Serato. So with Serato, it's more like taking what's there and then kind of painting with those colors as far, which doesn't change anything much, but it you can see it and hear it differently with the same elements. I'm gonna try to do it the way that you would think it out, Mike, and try to like arrange the sample, because your production it doesn't necessarily fit like the intro and then the first verse and then the pre-chorus and then the hook and so on and so forth. It's kind of like surprise, like.
Well, and I also like will juggle the key, the pads for a while until I get something that sounds like not just a straight up loop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I try and go for like making like my own rhythm or something, but like by using, multiple parts of the sample to get there. Sometimes, like I've told you, like I don't know how entertaining it might be for someone to watch me do that shit because, I might juggle the same for an hour until I get to what I want, then I'm like, ooh, cool. It's like you give someone sometimes like a 3-minute piece of music that you made, but it took you like a week to make it. It's like, so sometimes I'm like, I don't know how entertaining it would be for someone to watch me, like, just, it's so repetitive.
Do every other one on that journey.
But I'm enjoying watching this because, like I said, it's just fun to see some stuff I just, fucked with being kind of reworked the way you do it.
That's really what it is. It's
Right.
definitely a rework, and it really comes from like the elements of the way that a DJ will look at things. I mean, DJs don't really have like a lot of time to like make things happen. They got a window of time, just like engineers have a window of time to make shit happen and make shit do. So you're pulling from a bag of tools to kind of make it do what it does, and then just go with that.
And you can have some triplets with some different type of hi-hats at a different part, and it'll give like a different feel for the verse versus chorus. Yeah.
Let's change that up.
For that main sound, like in one of the other parts, let's filter the lows out and just make it like kind of like a.
For which one? The band?
Yeah. Not that. That one. That, yeah. Other way. Filter the other way. Yeah. Needs a little more.
Hold that.
Go back the other way a bit.
Hmm?
It's a little too much.
Let's lock that in. All right. Let's want to add some bass real quick. Let's get to the point here. Let's get to the point. Mike, don't hate us, man. We're about to add some 808s here.
And 808's like my first love, man. I had 808s to damn near everything. That was another thing, when we used to do shows, like we'd be like, if a track didn't have an 808 in it, it didn't
Just
sound
like
our track.
it was just like highs.
Yeah, and we put the 808 real low because, back then we would have shitty recordings of some stuff, but it was like, you just 808 down real low, but in the club, it would just, so, no, 808, man, always will.
What up, Peasy?
But
Shout out, Peasy. It needs another sound in there now to take up some more of the mid, the lower mid. Let's see what else we can find in the bag.
So, how did you two first link up? Trey, I know you got you have an engineering background.
I do have an engineering background, but how we actually linked up was because I was running a contest called Beat of the Week, and where we put up one instrumental each week, and artists from around the world were putting some bars over it for $500. And like Peasy here in the comments, who won a good amount of times, and we connected with Dash Radio to judge the contest, right?
Okay.
And we had different DJs.
I think I remember this, happening. I just didn't know if this was how you guys first hooked up.
Yeah. So basically, he was judging the contest, and I had slipped one of my own verses into the running, and he ended up choosing me as the winner. And we linked up because he's like, let's collab. And I was like, cool, let's do it. But he's like, not on some like, oh, I'll send you beats and then maybe we'll do it at some point. Nah, that's old news. Let's go live on Twitch and hook the beats up together right here in an audience. And I was like, bet. And we've been doing that now every week for years, and that's why you're here. I mean, it's crazy.
Facts.
Yeah. And you've never been like in the same like city doing like you're always you guys.
We never made music together, like physically together.
That's true.
That's wild to me that like the way things are now, that you can have a partnership like that and like have been in the same room together to make music. So it's cool. It's a new way of doing things, which is could have never done that back in the day.
Nah, man. And it came from like resilience and force. Like you're in the crib, you're twirling your fingers and like you can't connect. And you know how we do, Mike, man. We like to go out. We like to meet people. We like to, check a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't check a vibe on stream, but that's all we had. So I was looking for connection and, looking for somebody that had that passion like me. And
it's inspiration too, man. Like that's part of why we go out and like look for that vibe.
Yeah.
It's like inspired, to do something. Yeah, man, you got to look for inspiration in all different places nowadays. So it's cool that that's how that came about.
Facts. I mean, we've definitely linked up in person, quite a few times now because we're, I was in LA and he was right down the street in Orange County, so we weren't too far off. But yeah, just circumstantially, like we weren't able to be in the same room, but that didn't stop us from just like creating a catalog and starting a show.
Yeah. Gotta adapt, man. I used to not want to work with people because I didn't like the whole like I'll send you beats kind of a thing. I mean, I want to work together. And, like I want to create something and have someone feed off of it. Like I like this, don't like that. Like let's make a song together in the same room together. But the older you get, even without a fucking pandemic, like the older you get, it's just harder to do that. So it's you got to adapt. It's like, well, if I want to make a song with someone, I might do that. And it is what it is. Things can't be the way they always were. Things have to change and evolve. And
Why though?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I
why
mean,
can't we just
we're able
be
to
different?
do this though now. You know, I mean, we're
Yeah.
in cities, you know, and we're able to. It's like we're in a room together. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's Mike. I mean, that's been the story of my life, man. I never gave like zero f's about like shit staying the same because like music is music, and when you have music in your mind and your body and your soul, man, it can go through hella formats, but as long as you still communicating with it the way that you are, and that goes into equipment, DAWs. I mean, I came from the MPC to using just all computer based. Like I'm cooking up on a freaking keyboard now.
Yeah.
It's like I don't care. I never cared as long as it was coming from me and I knew that I cared enough to do it and keep doing it, that it's like no one asked like, yo, what you cooking up on? It's just like, I don't know.
Well, you know,
Just
it shouldn't be an excuse to be like, oh, I don't have the right equipment, or I don't have, like
right.
we made music with whatever we always had. You know, like I was fortunate to have MPCs all, forever, but there was times where I'd go without one. I remember getting one of your old ones. I still have it in my storage because one of my
Yeah.
2000 XLs shitted out on me, and you had your old 2000. And you were like, and it doesn't work great. You got to like stick a matchbook in between one of the knobs to
Right. The
be able to
fucking
turn.
volume knob
And it was
will like cut out, like do some stat. I was like, man.
yeah, it was an old box at that point, but still make it work.
Man.
You don't have your Renaissance anymore?
Nah, man. I left it in New York. Is that the Terror Dome? Shout out to Public Enemy, man. I left that shit there. I was like, man, new way, new day.
Yeah.
You can have my princely robes. See, can I do something with that? Man, these drums are hella hard for. Laughing, man.
You need like a pad or something.
Yeah, think about adding because those drums are so hard.
Well, it'd be cool then to eventually take out like the first sample that you added, so it's not too monotonous, but like bring it back in, you know, here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have some other stuff you build around it right now, and then you drop it, you might have like some dope shit.
Let's see. Extended it to 8. Let's get rid of that top one. What's that, Trey?
Get like a pad, like a pad or something.
Get it. Hold on. Say that again.
A synth pad.
Oh, okay. Like instrument synth.
Those are all sounds that come with the Serato Studio.
Yeah. So
those expansions or something.
A lot of them come with it. That's the dope thing about Serato Studio, which I never talked about. It's like a monthly subscription to sounds and also to the DAW itself. So every month I get like, new soft synths, keys and everything like that, loops and all that stuff like that. So
we need to hit them up, Journey, and do like that.
Yeah. I gotta see if my man's still up there, Tony. He
all right.
record it, keep it, whatever.
Marco just texted, said he's been watching the show.
Nice.
Shout out to Marco.
Another one. Man, Marco. I'll tell that story later.
Man, this makes me start rapping. Yeah, Peasy's going crazy. He said this beat sounds like the Princess of Munda should be rapping on it. The Munda.
So Journey, you're just hitting the actual like computer keyboard to play all the notes. Like you don't even have.
Is it?
Don't you have like a controller or something behind?
He does.
I have everything.
I was gonna say like the MPK minis, like like these guys. They're $100.
Yo, Mike, trust me, man. I got all of that, man.
That's how you prefer to do it on a computer keyboard. I was just, I didn't know like you needed a.
Here's the controller. Thing. Here's the thing, bro. When you got kids, you gotta do what you gotta do fast.
Yeah.
Like Tre's seen it, man. I've been holding kids and then like hooking up, man. Like I've learned how to paint with my feet because I ain't got time.
I know, but I'm just saying a computer keyboard versus a little controller. How.
Feel you, Mike. I agree with you, Mike.
I don't really think the computer keyboard is faster than like hitting a key on a. I'm just saying it's an option for you if you want to have like some actual keys.
Some variation. I mean,
it has the pads on there too. I use sometimes with Serato to. I don't have the studio, but I just play records on Serato and like I'll like use this thing like MIDI up, and save samples of tracks and stuff. Man, it's kind of fun to mess around. But computer keyboards work too. I guess it's just.
Yeah,
cool.
I mean,
that's cool.
Tre, I think during our sessions, Tre seen me, whip out a few tools, and we got
I've
busy.
Been begging him to
Tre got the 88 weighted like joint that you gotta like, have rubber band arms to do. I'm like, y'all, is that necessary?
No, that's why I said it was like this little mini. It's like what is it like 20 keys or something? Whatever, man. To each their own, dude. I'm not knocking you.
Yeah. I'm a simple man, bro. Like I still use toilet paper. I'll use wipes. I'm a simple dude.
From a guy who has like cartoon glasses on and shit.
It's a simple process, yo. Like, and here's the thing. Speaking of which, man, it's like kids don't complicate anything, man, and that's what happens when kids play. They'll grab anything and make something with it. I remember those days as a kid, like when I was just grabbing things, putting things together, and I didn't care about outcome. I think that's the battle and the challenge of every producer, anyone that does any art. It's like, how simple can you keep it and still be advanced and dope? And that's something personal to me. Like I always challenge myself. I'm like, yo, take away some things. And you know what I got this from? And shout out to when I met Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin, if you check his early works, he don't label his credits as producer. He labeled his shit as reducer. You can see it on his first LL joints, on everything. He's reducer. He's not the producer. And I was like, yo, what the fuck does that mean? He ends up taking out a bunch of things. And I was like, yo, okay. Got it.
Right, you got a baby?
Huh?
You got a baby puppy there? You got a baby puppy? Oh.
You good, go. You're good. You don't need to do all that.
Love dogs, man.
Love him too. He's adjusting to a new neighborhood. So,
Oh, yeah.
just,
Kobe,
yeah.
transitions.
Yeah, they're not big on that, but they get used to it.
Yeah, he's doing better. You know, we were in another place for a couple weeks, so like right when he got used to the other place, now he has to get used to it. But he'll be all right.
Yeah,
He'll be okay. He certainly still lives a great life. So
for sure.
Lay's been making his food, so she made him bacon, sweet potato, and rice.
Yeah, you gotta spoil him, man.
Yeah. Oh, yes, please. Journey, bro. There's a lot going on, man. We gotta do some filtering.
Hold on. Oop, hold on. Bring that out. Do something here. Changes. Sample. Where's the samples?
Almost cooked, Journey.
What we got on time?
5 minutes till the first one's supposed to be done. On those synths, can you filter it a little bit?
On a sense?
Yeah, the ones that you were just fixing right there. guys got drop.
What's that?
I'm gonna start getting names here.
Yeah, let's get some names going, and then we'll go into the second track. We got a format. So the premise of this is to just get it like a working something that you can head nod to, and we'll come back and arrange it, make it sound beautiful.
Dude, in less than an hour of just fucking around with it, sounds cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, to me it's like I start with something, a while later it really turns into something else. You have to spend time with some music to really I don't know, freak the shit out. But that was good to have a bass, man. I think that was good start to something.
Yeah, I mean, you delivered on that, man. So it's just, oh man, this is a different show, man. Because I'm thinking about the way that you do things, man. I'm like, no, you can't be Mike. There's no other mics. Yeah, there's other mics, but not Mikey.
Yeah. Sorry, man. I couldn't hear part of what you just said, man. My bad.
I was just saying there's I was thinking the way that you would do things when it's totally different, man. It's nervousness, man.
It's everyone has their way of doing things. I like watching what you're doing. I'm impressed.
That's dope.
Yeah, that sounds like some MLP.
You know what? Take the top line out of this one.
What's that?
Take the top line out of this one too.
Out of
like the talking about the high pitch main sound that was back. We got to take that other melody out of some of the other parts, Journey. Not this one. Like in the middle two joints down there. No, not that. Like the very first one that you put in. Like Mike was saying, it gets a little too repetitive on some of the other parts. Like, not that. Go to a different scene. Go to scene 3 or 4 down at the bottom. The high pitch one.
This one?
Yep.
Marco just suggested you should throw a Eddie Murphy sample from Coming to America for the Prince of Munda comment. You could throw some vocals in there.
With that, Joe, send him through. Send him through. I know you probably already have that chopped already, Marco. Vibestreambeats at Gmail. You got a name for this already? It's already after the hour.
Nah, yeah. No name. Let's what about Take Your Time? That was what you were sampling, right?
Yeah, what was that? Take it back.
Whatever that is, yeah.
Hold on, let me duplicate that. It's a dope idea, though. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back.
That's nice, man.
All right. There you go, Journey.
Okay.
Yeah, man,
We'll come back to that arrangement.
I'd like to hear you, have that on two different decks and just, cut that shit up.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Maybe Mike, you can help me in the campaign for Journey to actually get some decks out on this show, because I've been begging for it.
Why wouldn't he? Come on, man. Maybe this is the show to do it.
Hey, I got one lonely 1200 over there, man. That's all that's left from the moves to like 3 different cities.
I don't even think you have that. But don't you have like the CD?
Yeah.
You got bits. The shit I see it on your videos all the time, man.
Yeah. I got the the Roland 505, but
shit up on that.
You really can't. Like it's like you can do it, but
do this. Yeah. I can send you some footage of some DJs.
Sure.
I suck, yo. I'm old, and
that's not the Journey I know.
I know, man.
I know would make lemonade out of lemons. You know what I mean?
Yo, man.
Yeah.
I know, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I've evolved.
Apologize. It's all good, man.
He said, "You already get the decks out, bro." What the?
Take it back to the old school.
You don't have to do it now, but you should try and incorporate that shit, man. I think that should be dope. Like I said, to just go in and start cutting those, doubling that up, on 2 tables, and yeah, man.
You gotta add some scratches in there. We need that. Yeah, man.
All right, guys. Okay. Okay.
Just bully you to greatness. That's all.
It's just a suggestion.
Hey, man.
I would like to see. But yeah, maybe another time.
Yeah, we'll toggle back.
Yeah, we'll set it up.
All right, so we got something there. Let's go into.
How about the Bears first of all?
How about the Bears?
Yeah, man, won their opener yesterday against San Fran. Trey, you a Niners fan at all?
I actually did grow up liking the Niners, but just because there was no team in LA at the time that I grew up there. But I haven't been watching football the last couple of years. Admittedly.
That's cool. I know Journey don't care. He's like, Bears still play?
All right, what's Bears? Big Bear Mountain? Yeah, it's not too far from here. No, man. They see, and that's the reason why, man, I blame y'all, Mike, man. Hip hop was so exciting. I couldn't stop doing it. Y'all would take breaks, watch the game on Sundays, Monday Night Football. Dude, I would be just in the room, just like listening to records. Like, oh, yo, I can do that.
Yeah. No, I admire that, man. I still like my sports though, so
yeah. I feel it.
I gotta find time for other things, but if you want to eat, breathe, sleep, music, man, more power to you.
That's all I did, man.
I like to eat, so I gotta spend time on that too.
Yeah, I mean it's like you meet friends, like going to the bar and everything like that. All my friends I met doing music. Like Trey, if you didn't do music, you wouldn't even know me.
Right.
Like it wouldn't have never happened.
Yeah, we met working together in a department store.
Talking about music. Like, what are you doing after this? Music. What did you do before this? Music.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. So speaking of music,
you'll play the other track.
Next track.
Go. What's it called? Hurt People Hurt.
I always like it stops like.
This is nice, Mike.
Sheesh. We should just close this session now, man. I don't want to touch these samples.
Oh man,
how could you fondle something that's been like fondled? Like, you know what I'm saying? Dude. Like you're like the head fondler.
Fondler is like the head. invite other people in to, get in on the action, man.
Dude, man,
You can fondle it too.
Yeah, that's like sloppy seconds, though.
Really, man, I just like the track I just put together in the last couple of days that we were going to be doing this. And again, I wasn't sure how we were going to, work creating something. So I was just like, I'll just start something, and then I'll send it to you.
Perfect.
So, there's some breaks in there, whatever. I didn't do a lot to it. I just kind of did my thing, and yeah, you want to do your own thing with. Take the sample again, like did the last track. Oh, that's not dope. So if you want to do it for this one,
do it like you do it, Journey.
On the road, friend.
All right, let's just work. Let's just work. Thinking.
Oh.
Yeah, I had fun chopping up.
All right, let's go into some drums because they're gonna find itself. I'm trying to use as much as possible on here.
You got the beep. I can't do that.
The
BPM I used is 99.3 on this one.
All right, let's go a little bit below that. I'm gonna add a little bit of knock to it, like boom, 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 boom.
Like 92.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$1 sleep kit. What the hell is this? MPC mushroom nuke.
Yeah, the mushrooms are kicking in, man, for sure.
Oh, let's do mushroom drums then.
Change your background.
Cater to the mood. Hold on. Let's give a sec here.
I kid. I wish there was mushrooms involved here, but there's not.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That part. Stay in school. Shit skipping. Start over.
Y'all been hearing crickets the whole time. Talking. Y'all been hearing crickets.
pitch that other sound down like an octave or two? Like the.
Yeah, yep. Hold on, Trey. Let me get this and then I'll go back to that second.
Got you. Open hand.
Here we go. Let's do that. Yoo-ha!
What up, Chris Roy?
Hey man, if you're gonna like play it at a slower tempo, like I don't know if you can, but even if you like change it down,
Yeah,
it might sound cool.
let's break it down to like 87. Let's go back to this.
Pitch that down.
Let's go to the next one. All right, duplicate this. Let's find some new works.
People are able to watch this like one episode, right? So people weren't able to watch this live. You can just pull up the episode, right? Watch it.
Yeah.
You have a Twitch account to be able to do that.
It's on YouTube as well. We're streaming live to YouTube as well, and on Facebook. And so there'll be replays on YouTube and Facebook.
Just curious.
Yep.
I like the way this sounds right here.
Can you reverse that too, Journey? The sound you were just doing. I bet that would make it for a really cool swell. If it was happening at the same time, it would like. And then it goes forward. You feel me?
Yeah. Let's see it.
Yup. Hey. Oh, come on. That's tough.
Golden ears over there kicking in. Yeah. Golden ears kicking in.
Marcus should have found right.
Put that in stupid reverb.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I had this playing out of my speakers instead of just my phone.
Yeah. Man, I first wanna get
Yo,
it.
can we pitch that sound?
Which one?
That first one.
Which one
Pitch
pitch
that
it to?
like
Get
down.
down?
Down to it.
I think playing both.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier when I said if you tuned it down a little bit. I didn't mean like necessarily the tempo, but it was cool when he went down the tempo. But I was talking about the tuning of the actual sample. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It kind of sounded good the way you had it now.
Yeah. So another variation we got.
All right.
I mean, I like that too. That's the tuning I had it at originally. But
Yeah.
I had it, 12 BPMs faster, and drums were different. So this is it's cool, reinterpretation. I dig it, man.
Can you just get the who's really long? Did they keep it long?
The who's?
Yeah.
Journey, if you had your deck set up, man, you could remix some shit real quick too, man. Just like, woo!
Yeah.
Hey.
I think at the end of all the samples, there might be some drums that might go good with the track.
End of the sample. Oh, say that again, Mike.
I was saying in all those samples I sent you, I think towards the end of that track, samples, I think there's some drums that might, like looking for other drums. There might be some shit that I sent you that might work.
Let's get it.
I don't remember, like what was sent. I know it was a lot.
Let's toggle to that. Yeah, these here.
There might even be like some drum break before that. I'm not sure. We go like right before that, right before those. I just want to see what was at the end of them. Oh, no.
Let's see if this is it. Ooh. At a low volume. We can probably play her with that. Oh, I think I got rid of something. Man, I don't know what they're saying, but that sounds like really evil.
That's my shit, man.
Evil genius. So let's duplicate that, man, and let's look at the drums that you were talking about. I think I heard
those
that.
little things that you pulled out. I think if you used the lower pitch one and did like every quarter beat or so, you could get like a cool little rhythm going.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of like guitar chords that could be used. You know, if you just want to pick a handful of them, man, you can, definitely play with some shit.
Let's go to it now.
Yeah, just those first ones. Yeah, right there. Just the lower part. Just repeat the lower part over here.
Let's turn that up, give it a limiter.
Don't, maybe. I'm gonna need some cowbell on this one, Journey.
Let's bring that in right now. Oh man, Mike, dude, you just shook up the whole show, man.
I'm just sitting here enjoying the show myself.
Okay. Feel like I should bring in. I'm gonna still add more cowbell. I just heard something like a different snare, and we still didn't add the 808s. Somebody just leave.
Fire.
No, not that. But a little bit more variation.
Can also reduce and take out some parts on the other.
Yeah, hold on. Might hear some shit. Hold on. Let me add this sub bass.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Hey, I don't know if you like sit back and watch. I watched a couple episodes, and it's like hard to hear the bass. Low tones is coming out of StreamYard.
I feel like whenever you're not speakers, like you lose bass. Like if you're just listening to something on your like TV or your phone without speakers, I feel like
You're not feeling it for sure.
the effect of the bass, you know. Still good to know it's there though.
Duplicate that one more time. I'll put those consistent. Now let's see. Could we bring them in? Tune in Tokyo. Coming in the fast lane, made it in the down lane, made it in it.
Yeah, that's just live, man.
Coming out the gate, spread in the face, spread in the face.
It's dope because it sounds like my shit, but it's your shit done. Like, it's crazy, man. Because I don't know. I can see myself arranging it similar to what you're doing too. So it's like, you know, it's amazing too. Like, so many people could have the same sample and do it so many different ways, just like their own way.
That's what. Man, this is. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. First of all, thank you.
But the way you're doing it is dope to me, and it's like, and I relate to it. I'm like, no, you know, I like what you're doing. You know, it's pretty similar to what I would be doing too. You know, if I was gonna go that way with it. You know, so
it's an extension, man. And what you're speaking on, and as soon as you said it, man, and this is like hip hop, like utopian language. It's Q-Tip grabbing the same record as Diamond D, and you're like, whatever. Q-Tip's gonna do something totally different. Diamond D is gonna chop it totally different, and then they present their work, and it's like, yo, both of these are still fucking fire.
Yeah,
it's like they're the cousins, you know.
Yeah. I feel the same way about engineering. You know, I feel like everybody,
right.
I don't mind people using my toolbox because they're gonna use it in a different way. You know, you're gonna hear it differently. I at least, the way that I engineer it is less by the book and more by, like, I mean, it is by the book, but I don't confine to the rules of it.
To, like, you know, every individual piece of art. I mean, you know what might sound like,
and I like to do drops and all this stuff.
Yeah, everyone got their style, man.
Right.
But it's to be able to, like, you know, work with someone else's style and not just be like, this is, you know, this is my way. You know, it's my way.
Like,
you know, it's cool to, like, work with someone else and, you know, bounce ideas off each other, and, you know,
it's like
another way of doing it. It feels good. It's a collab. It's fun.
There's a story where I had the pleasure and significance. It was one of those moments where you had to pinch yourself. Mike, we had a few of those moments, like one being Shock G coming over to the crib one day, like to just like vibe out. The second one was me being in Long Island. I was with Keith Shockley from the Bomb Squad, and Pete Rockhat came through, and Pete was talking about when Chuck had called him to do the Shut 'Em Down remix, and it was a label kind of due date, and Pete didn't get the sample done. He didn't do anything, and Chuck was like, "Yo, I'm gonna need that by tomorrow." because it's going to be the B-side on Shut 'Em Down. You got the Bomb Squad version and you got the Pete Rock version. Pete went and grabbed some horns and did his jazzy shit, and what he would normally do, delivered that. Chuck was like, Keith and those guys like, boom. But it was like it was Pete Rock's version in the way that Pete would deliver, and because he has a lot of jazz records, and I'm like, damn, these are just languages from individuals that knew that they were so different that they didn't really even care about like what the next man was doing, because what they were doing was speaking their kind of own language, man. And I just thought that was like the freaking dopest thing, man, where he just did his own thing, man. Just threw his jazz shit over some like hardcore, like Public Enemy type stuff. I was like, yo.
Yeah. Just talk about pioneers, I mean, all of those guys. So, yeah, to be inspired by that kind of, to be around that, man, it's, definitely, you take a little from everything, and so like you are who you are. You're making, you're making music with your keyboard there, but you're making shit dope, man. It doesn't matter, so.
Hey man, you speaking of the keyboard, shout out to the keyboard, because I know y'all like, dude, this dude's goofy. Go get a real keyboard. But yo, man, I got on my keyboard, it says never stop exploring. Like it's just a reminder every time you sit down. It's just like
journey,
It's like, come on, man. What if we were stuck in a cave, and we just had rocks and sticks? Like, will we make beats? Like, or will we complain about like what we didn't have? It's like, yo, let's like hook up some rocks and sticks. Let's go get the, the tribes and like get a cipher going, like let's just make what we have,
I'll probably worry about eating.
Then it'll be hunting. It's like, yo, then I gotta rub some sticks together to make some fire. And then he's like, oh shit, we got fire. Let's cook these rabbits,
just keep
bro.
The mammoth ribs for the xylophone.
I mean, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying, if I was actually stuck in a cave, though,
for sure,
beats probably wouldn't be my first, reaction.
Yeah, man.
Well, Journey would be in there providing the tunes.
I'd be like, yo, man, are we gonna just sit here and just like wait to die, or we gonna dance?
Or we gonna grind?
Let's get something done. Let's like put up some hieroglyphs, so when they find us dead, they be like, yo, these motherfuckers are doing art up in here. Word. All right, cool. They must be an advanced culture. All right. Too many documentaries, bro.
Different ways to look at things, like
hey,
you go around and ask people like, what would be the first thing you would do if you were stuck in a cave, and just like ask people on the street, trying to be like, start making beats with rocks,
right? Write a verse on a stone in there, like like
you're the only person.
I'm trapped, but my mind is free, bro. They like, yeah, man, this dude's like, yeah. But anyhow, man, back.
It's
that turn up part. We have here. Hold on. Hold on. We can add some more cowbell on this version. Very interesting. All right, I think we can name this puppy. Kobe. And you know me. Kobe. You bought Kobe as a puppy? Or was he a rescue?
Yeah.
He was a puppy?
No, he was a puppy. Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he was a puppy. Yo, you need to put like a DS or something on those
What's
hats. That? They sound like, yeah, the microwave beeper going off or something. Not those. The ones that you have going like every beat of the yeah.
Hold on.
Nope, scroll down. The ones that you have going straight across.
Oh, the hats.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, can you filter out some of the highs? Yeah.
What you want to do with them again?
Huh?
They said, what do you want to do with them again?
Just filter out some of the highs just a little bit. That's better.
And maybe because I panned them because they sounded a little loud on the left. We'll bring it out on there, but got some heavy arrangements to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit's funky though.
Got some bounce, man. So before we leave, let's do an intro because there's so many great samples here. Mike, you want to say anything with the track? We got that capability. You don't know.
Just record something I say.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to.
Hold on. Let me get you in. Hold on. Let me get you in first, Mike.
Vibe stream. Right?
Yo, say something serious though, man. Like
what, man?
Like, you know, like, yo, from the bottomless pit of the Chicago streets to the mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man.
Yo, coming
like,
at you from
Put
Crete.
on your Denzel.
Yeah, coming from Crete, man, Illinois.
Hold on. Let's go.
Yo, from Crete to California, it's Mike Redenz. Cooking up some shit. Journey, Tre Rail. Keep doing your damn thing.
Boom.
Fire.
Watch this, Mike. This is what we do. Look at this magic. Watch this magic happen, yo. Sit back, relax, and explore. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, hold on. This is what we do. Hold on. Boom. Let me turn that limiter up.
Like Redenz. Mike Redenz. Mike Redenz. Yo, from Crete to California. It's Mike Redenz. Yeah, that's how I normally sound.
Yeah, right. Hold on. Let me.
Yo, from Crete to California. It's Mike Redenz. Cooking up some shit. Journey, Tre Rail. Keep doing your damn thing.
Boom, ba-dum, boom.
Oh.
All right, so let's go back to this intro.
Yo, from Crete to California. It's Mike Redenz. Cooking up some shit. Journey, Tre Rail. Keep doing your damn thing. Yo, from Crete to California. It's Mike Redenz. Cooking up some shit. Journey, Tre Rail. Doing your damn thing.
Hey. You know what I'm saying? We got some.
2 beats in 2 hours, man. Just like you guys promised.
Man.
Two beats in 2 hours. That's how we do it.
You guys delivered.
Mike, thank you, man, for bringing the ingredients and the sauce, and just sparking so much joy in my partner Journey here.
Oh man, it's
my guy.
This was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
You have no clue how much this means to me, Mike. Yeah. Like, thank you, bro.
You know, bring me back sometime, man. I'll do it again.
Man, yes. We got to get our. I don't know if Marco's still in there, man. We got to get our other partner, man, because Mike just came through. He showed me what he did, and he was like, "Yo, you want to know another person that do what I do?" And he took me to Forest Park, Illinois, and I got a chance to see this other dude. His name is Marco Santucci. And he was a dude. Mike was cooking up on an MPC. Marco had the EPS. I was like, yo, don't Kanye West use that? I was like, only special people use EPS. Only special people. And he knew how to work through that machine like a freaking Einstein genius, man. I was like, yo, this is way too much talent, man. I'm like, I was like, yo, God, I don't even deserve this right now, man. Like, this is just like, these dudes are like from another planet, man. And I'm talking about Chicago. Like, you know, I grew up in a gang culture, man. Like, my cousins was gangbangers, man. They wasn't music makers. So when I met these dudes, I was like, yo, man, this got to be a different place on this earth, man, because I only know these type of people. So I can go on and on, man. But thank you, Mike, man, for being yourself like throughout our whole entire friendship relationship, bro. You made me a better person.
Yeah, I love you, man. You know, it's
Love you too, bro.
you know, I just and I really, you know, I appreciate what you've been doing, man. You're an inspiration to everyone. This whole beat a day thing, you know, like you have so much props for that, man. That shit's impressive. You know, making some really nice quality shit, some dope shit on a daily basis, and that's not easy, man. You know,
Yeah.
You know, life is crazy,
Yeah.
so
Life is crazy.
Keep doing your thing, man.
Thank you, man. And that's encouraged by you, and it gives me something better to live for, as you know. Some big losses this year, man. But yeah, it keeps you alive. And we extend that to any other artist that's out there, man. Like find something you love and do it every single day. And that's all we're doing. We're just putting in that thing that we love every day, man. You know, you can spend time with your loved ones, but do something that makes you happy. You know, one thing at least.
Yeah. You know? Sure.
Yeah. But that's our time, man. Any advice, man, Mike, before we let you go on this special day, man, that you can give any producers or that's out there trying to, you know, get it or just coming into it?
I don't want to give that advice.
He's like, nah, you're on your own.
Nah, man. You know, yeah, no advice. Just
no advice. Come on,
nah,
man. You got some wisdom in there.
Just said it, man. You know, find something you love to do and do it. You know, you know, it's good for the soul. You know, so yeah, you know, just do your thing. You know, doesn't matter. You know, if other people don't like it, do what you like. I guess, unless you like some whack shit, then don't do that.
Right, you're fucking up the ozone layer. Don't do that shit. You know, it's like, hey man, think about it, dude. It's like there's a bunch of whack shit going on that is fucking up the planet right now, man. There's a bunch of whack shit.
I don't want to encourage people who aren't doing good shit to keep doing whack shit. You know,
yeah, man. That's why we're in a predicament. That's why Tre's getting like triple digits up there because somebody's sitting back doing some whack shit, yo. Temperature's like 116 because somebody's doing some whack shit, man. Cut it out, you know. Stop it.
Right.
Yeah, that's Mike, it, man. Mike, you got some project. You got a project that you just dropped. Tell people where they can go and get it. And we out.
Yeah, the last project I dropped was with Are They, rap duo from Chicago, Walter J. Live Harder and Jed Said. Yeah, it's dope. I produced the whole album. It's on all the streaming sites. Go to Disco Kid, Apple Music, Spotify, you know, wherever you can stream your music. Check out Are They and stuff. Working on some new stuff. You know, I was working on something, so you know.
Heard that.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. VSN presents Vibe Stream Beats. My man Mikey Rose, man. Mike Redenz. Love you, bro. Love you, Tre. Let's do this. We're doing this again on Thursday, man. Marco, if you're still out there, man, get your tools ready. Come on in. Let's chop up the future. You know. I know you sending beats over to, you know, TDE and all that, but yo, come on, man. Play in the playground for a little bit, man.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be hearing from me.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right,
Peace out, y'all.
Good times.